Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? So Krishi will introduce the program and then I'll start. Yes, Krishi, you can start the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. Boys and girls, very good evening. A very warm welcome to this exciting workshop on personal branding for career success. I'm thrilled to be your MC today, and trust me when I say you're in for a treat. This workshop is brought to you by talentplace.ai. Talentplace.ai is a platform that empowers individuals to design, manage, and grow their careers, providing them with the tools, knowledge, and inspiration needed to thrive in today's dynamic world. Now, picture this with me. You're in a crowded room filled with eager job seekers just like you, all vying for that one dream job. The competition is fierce, the stakes are high, and standing out has never been more crucial. So, what sets you apart from the rest? How do you make employers turn their heads and say, yes, this is the one? Well, my friends, the answer lies in the power of personal branding. In today's cutthroat job market, your personal brand is your secret weapon, your unique selling proposition, and your ticket to unlocking a world of incredible career opportunities. As Steve Jobs once famously said, your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is a great work. And the only way to do a great work is to love what you do. These words resonate strongly, especially in a world where passion, talent, authenticity are the currency of success. So, why is personal branding so important? It's simple. It's your chance to showcase your skills, experiences, the unique personality in a way that captivates employers and leaves a lasting impression. It's about crafting a compelling narrative that tells the world who you are, what you stand for, and why you're perfect fit for that dream job. But here's the best part. Personal branding isn't just reserved for the elite or the established professionals. No, it's a superpower, guys. Each and every one can harness, and regardless of your age or experience. And that's why we are here today to equip you with tools, strategies, and certain insider tips that can help you create a personal brand that shines brighter than the rest. Throughout this workshop, we'll dive deep in the world of personal branding. We'll uncover the secrets to build an authentic brand that reflects your true self and resonates with employers. We'll explore the power of storytelling, social media, and networking in amplifying your personal brand. The most importantly, we'll provide you with actionable steps, practical advice that you can implement right away. So get ready to unleash your inner rock star because today it's all about you. Remember, this workshop is not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about unleashing your potential and taking charge of your career destiny. Let's make the most of this incredible opportunity to learn, grow, and become the master of your own personal brand. So, are you ready with me to embark on this exciting journey? Give me a big cheer if you're ready to rock the world with your personal brand. Let's get the workshop started and pave the way to your dream career. Remember, the stage is on, the spotlight is on you, and you are the star of your own personal brand. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take a moment to introduce you to the incredible conductor of this personal branding workshop, the one and only Farooq Haq. Farooq Haq is not just your ordinary career coach. With over 26 years of experience, he has guided over 1 million students and professionals towards creating awesome careers. He's the go to guru when it comes to career growth hacking and unleashing your true potential in the job market. Farooq Haq has been at the forefront of the edutech revolution, pioneering online classes way back in 2012. He has taken hundreds of seminars and workshops on career development strategies across India at various platforms. With his captivating seminars, inspiring talks, and personal coaching sessions, Farooq continues to profoundly impact the lives of aspiring professionals. With a lively and engaging style, Farooq Haq will captivate your attention, infuse humor into the every lesson, and inspire you to think out of the box. He'll share practical tips, certain tricks, and actionable strategies as well that will transform your professional brand from good to extraordinary. So, my friends, get ready to be blown away by Farooq Haq's contagious enthusiasm and deep knowledge. He's here to motivate you, challenge you, and ignite that fire within you to step into the spotlight and shine like never before. Let's give a thunderous round of applause for Farooq Haq, our guide on this personal branding adventure. Let's make this workshop a transformational experience that you'll remember for your lifetime. Thank you. So over to you.
Thanks, Krishi, for such a wonderful introduction. But just give me a second. We are going on YouTube as well today. So just let me start because people can, question on YouTube as well. And I'll try to give answer to them as well. Okay. So all those who are watching this on YouTube right now, and if you have any queries, you can post it in YouTube chat as well. And all those who have joined here on Zoom can use their chat also. Yes. So how's everyone today? Doing good? If yes, you can type in the chat bot. And before we start this session, as we have done 2 other sessions before this, it is very engaging, very exciting. And by the end of this session, you should have a template ready for yourself for, zooming your personal brand. So before we start, everyone should have a pen or pencil and a notebook. If you don't have right now, go grab one. I'll wait for 1 minute. Get your notebook or diary and a pen or a pencil. Fast. This is going to be something unique and something very amazing because, personal branding today is needed by every single person on the face of this earth. Whether you are working, you are a student, or you are just sitting at home doing nothing, you still need your personal brand. Even the aunties need personal brand because they need to go for kitty parties, right? So it doesn't matter whether you are working or not, you need a personal brand. And we'll see today, why do you need a personal brand and how to build your personal brand. Great. So I hope everyone has got their pens in their hand and their notebooks, right? If yes, give me a thumbs up and we can start the session. Yes, Manan is saying yes. Excellent. What about others? And keep your chat bot open and active. Okay. You need to be very active today. Great. Excellent. So let's start. So today we are going to talk about personal branding. But before we do that, let me tell you that why I am taking these sessions and what's my mission. So the slide shows the mission statement, and that is to help 1 million people in the course of next 1 year. By the end of 23, we should reach 1 million people and we should help them build their extraordinary careers through their personal brand. Now you'll ask me that how personal brand is important and how does it change your career? Well, we'll see this in the next 2 hours. So is my voice and everything clear? The audio, video, everything is clear? Just type yes if it's fine. You can hear everything properly and loudly. All fine, very good. Excellent. So let's move on. Now, so for the purpose of helping people build successful careers, we have started Talentplace.ai. And Talentplace is, it's a career management suite. Now, suite is something which is a 360-degree, solution for something. So the problem which is faced by the talent today, like all of you guys, is that you have a lot of skills. And, it happens when the industry, there are 2 things which are very important. One is, of course, the skills. And if you see the last around 10 to 20 years, we have been concentrating more and more on skill development. Now that holds good when the economy is moving up. When the economy is expanding, we need people with a lot of skills. So skill development becomes the core area for making a successful career. But in a shrinking economy, like we are experiencing today, a lot of job losses and all. So in a shrinking economy, which is going to stay like this for another, say, 1.5 years, maybe 2 years, and then we don't know after that what is going to happen. So in a shrinking economy, when the jobs are not there, the skill by itself will, not help you, because there will be a lot of people with equivalent skills, with equivalent expertise, with equivalent knowledge. So how will you stand out then? Well, in that, you have to stand out in some or the other way. And the only thing that's going to help you in standing out is your personal brand. So that's why personal branding is so important in today's job market and today's economic environment that we are facing today. So it is not just essential for people in jobs, but also for people in their profession, like chartered accountants, doctors, lawyers, and other professionals, engineers, architects. It is, in fact, more important for them to have the personal brand. Okay, so that's the focus. So what we have done at Talentplace is we are making a whole career management suite, which will help you on one hand to develop your skills. So we have personality assessment, we have skill assessments and all, as well as, upskilling courses and brand building avenues like this workshop. So right now we are promoting it. So we are giving all this for free. Absolutely. And in time to come, you will join our community and be part of the community for the whole year, which is also free. Don't worry for that. On the second hand, we build an interface. So if you have a lot of skills and good skills, it is also important to showcase those skills in the market. If you are not able to showcase them, then who will know who you are? Even a diamond, when it's in the mine, it is just a rock, a piece of stone. Nobody knows that it's a diamond. It has no value to it. It is only after cutting and polishing that it gets its real shine and its real value. And that's what is important for you as well. You are all hidden diamonds. But what we need to do is, cut and polish. That is your skill development and brand building, and then showcase it to the world. So we have got digital career profiles, which you can make and showcase your talent to the world. You can download it in the form of ATS-friendly resumes. And there is a professional community where you can showcase your real skills to solve problems. And the more problems you solve, like you do on LinkedIn, and we'll be talking a lot about LinkedIn in this workshop and thereafter as well. So you can use these platforms, Talentplace, LinkedIn, to really showcase what you are to the whole world. And that's how you'll get the opportunities. So that leads to the third point, and that is global opportunities. So it doesn't matter where you are sitting today. There was an old concept that there was office work. Nowadays, 60-70% is not office work. You can work from home, you can work remotely, you can work from India for US companies, and so on and so forth, and vice versa. So the world is now a global village. So you have to take advantage of that. So we connect you with global opportunities in real time. In real time means as soon as the opportunity comes, you get notified of those opportunities, you can grab them. How that happens, that we'll discuss some other time, but that is talentplace.ai. So let's move on. So as I was saying, that what is the present and how does the future look like? So World Economic Forum has come out with a recent survey in which they surveyed around 803 companies across 45 nations, 45 countries, and they cover approximately 27 big industry clusters, and in which in these industries around 11.3 million workers are currently employed in these 803 companies. Now, if you extrapolate this data, survey is always a sample. So if you extrapolate the data, then roughly it covers 673 million jobs today. Okay, 673 million jobs. And as this slide says, means as the World Economic Forum in its report says, that in the next 5 years, around 83 million jobs are going to be lost. Now, these are mind-boggling figures. Okay, 83 million jobs are going to be lost. 83 million jobs which are present today are not going to be there in the next 5 years. On the other hand, 69 million new jobs will be created. So this is called as a churn. Means some jobs are getting lost and some jobs are getting created. Now you have to see the reason behind this. And one of the main reasons is the new technologies like AI. Everyone knows ChatGPT. Who all are using ChatGPT? Tell me in the chat box. Who is using ChatGPT or other AI tools? V. Kumar says, I am. That's good. Even I am using it on a big scale. And most of you must be using it even for doing your homework, right? Let me see in the chat box. So everyone should use. If you're not using it right, no. So at least I come to know that you're using it or not using it. How many are using any kind of AI tool for their daily use or work, as the case may be? Even for doing research, like in school and colleges, you need to do a lot of research activity. So you can do your research by using ChatGPT. You can ask the questions there. Fariha says, yes, I am. That's good. Prasad says, not using. That's fine. So you may be using, you may not be using, but AI, the generative AI, to be more specific, is going to, change a lot of the jobs which are available in the market today. And when I say change, it doesn't mean that the jobs are going to be lost. It is going to open up new opportunities. Like today, if you go on sites like freelancer.com, upwork.com and all, which are freelancing sites, you will find a lot of opportunities coming up for ChatGPT writers. So earlier they were called as content writers. Now they are called as ChatGPT writers. And the market is booming. So there are people who have developed techniques of using ChatGPT, or I would say generate content by using ChatGPT. And these people are getting a lot of opportunities. So it reminds me of a time when computers came in the, you can say 1980s and 1990s. That was a time. We were in school at the time. And we used to go to the courts because our school was just bang opposite the district court. Okay. So when we used to come out and, outside these district courts, you get a lot of these good stuff, eating stuff. So there were some famous thelas outside the court, and we used to go there in the lunch and eat something or the other. So at that time, we used to see a lot of typists sitting with a typewriter. So they would have that small umbrella, they would have a table, they would have a typewriter, and all the people who come to the court for making applications and affidavits and this and that. So they would go to these typists who used to type using the typewriter. So there was that whole noise across that. So around 70, 80 typists were sitting there in that open ground, and you could hear that noise, tak, 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 tak. That was a beautiful sound. Okay, a music kind of thing. So we used to see those typists. And then what happened was that computers came in. Microsoft Office came. And everything, changed. So then all those typists were out of job, vanished altogether. So that whole ground that was filled with typists and people and all, that became an empty space. Only the dogs would bark there. So what happened? Can we say that the jobs were lost? No, there was a churn. So those typists learned computers. They learned computers. They bought printers instead of their typewriting machines, and they would just print it. They would type the same thing on Microsoft Word, take a printout and give it to the client. So at that time, those were dot matrix printers also. So, and then the whole thing changed over time. Now there are laser jets and all. So we have seen a lot of things changing. So there's a churn. Now what this means and why it is important for you, because you at this age, at the young age, should be aware of these things, how the opportunities are changing. That's very crucial. In order to become successful in your careers, you have to keep in touch with the current trends and the future trends of the industry. And I'm going to delve on that point a little bit later. But at this point, you can see this churn happening. So 83 million jobs will be lost. Some kind of jobs will be abolished and they'll become extinct over time. Some new jobs will come up. So you have to look for these 69 million jobs, where they are coming, what kind of opportunities are going to come, what kind of technologies are coming, and how you will master those technologies in order to stay ahead of the competition, in order to ride the waves in the economy and stay ahead and get the maximum output, the maximum benefit. Okay, are you getting my point? Do you understand what I'm saying? If yes, type yes in the chat bot. And also check on the YouTube what people are saying. So Vikas Jha is there. Soumyajit Patnaik is there. It's great to see and hear you live. It's fantastic. Good, Soumyaji. So Saloni's understanding. Sai is there. Rosina is there. Manan is there. Yes, very good. So you get my point in this slide. The churn is happening. You don't have to be in the wrong place. That's important. And you have to be at the right place. So we'll deal with this point later on. But the net effect is going to be huge. 14 million jobs are going to be lost. That is approximately 2% of 673 million. Now that is something dangerous. Okay. So 14 million jobs are going to be lost. Now in these next 5 years, the population is going to grow, especially in India. And the population is growing, the jobs are getting reduced. Means the economy is shrinking. Now that means that there'll be a lot of people having the same degrees. There'll be a lot of people having the same education, same skills. What's going to differentiate? What is going to differentiate you from the rest? Tell me. Type it. What's going to differentiate you from the rest? From your friends, from your college friends. So when it comes to interview, they'll be your foes, not friends anymore, because you'll be competing with them for those interviews. Yes, it's your personal brand. It's your personal brand which will differentiate you from all other people out there. And that's why in this scenario, the personal branding is so important. And yes, Manan, soft skills. So soft skills is a part of building personal brand. Personal branding is the most important thing. Skills are secondary today. Skills were good at one point of time when the economy was rising. When the economy is expanding, you need skills. People hire you for skills. But now what's going to happen? Everyone will have soft skills. Everyone will be good speakers. So if everyone is good, then what? So you are not going to compete with unskilled people now. So there will be no differentiation in skill. There will be 50 people having equal skills competing with each other. So when that happens, your brand is the most important thing. And I'll give you one example right now. We will see a lot of examples in this course of 2 hours. Talk about Virat Kohli. I like that guy very much. He has we have got a lot to learn from him. And of course, our great Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, is there. Now, can you see the difference? We all follow these people, right? Famous personalities. Amitabh Bachchan is there. Okay. So when you talk about these guys, they have a certain kind of, image. So it's not just about skill. If you talk about skill, there'll be a lot of other players out there who have equal skill as Virat Kohli. Do you agree? These days that Shubman Gill is doing good. But is he having that kind of image, that kind of brand as Virat Kohli? Today, at least, not at all, right? So today, if you talk with any person out there, he'll recognize Virat Kohli, but he'll not recognize Mr. Gill. It will take him another 10 years, to have that same brand. And even if you forget Shubman, because there's a huge gap, of experience and all. Let's talk about somebody who has played equal number of games as Virat Kohli. Maybe take Rohit for that example. He's an equally good player. But does he have the brand as Virat Kohli? No. And therefore, what's happening? I'll tell you some figures. I'll give you some figures after a few slides, and you'll be amazed by that. So I'll wait for that slide to come. Okay. We'll see about Virat Kohli. But right now, he has the image. And that image makes all the difference. It brings a lot of opportunities to Virat Kohli. So this is a dangerous slide. 14 million jobs are going to be lost. Keep that in your mind. 83 million overall jobs will be lost. So you don't have to be in those, professions or in those skills or in those places where the jobs are getting lost. You have to be among those 69 million people who are going to get good opportunities. Let's move on. So let's define the brand. What do you mean by brand? Come on, tell me. Write in the chat box. What do you mean by personal brand? Or brand as a whole? What do you mean by brand? Come on. I need to see the answers. Come on, if you are in the YouTube watching this video right now, what do you mean by brand? Unique skills. Prasad says unique skills. Okay. Something through which people will recognize us and create trust. That's good. That's good, Kumar. Very good. Something to identify you by. That's good, Fariha. One which differentiates from others. I'm not talking about the use, Saloni. Define in very simple, specific terms. What do you mean by brand? Unique selling point of yourself. Shana says unique selling point. Okay. Still, I need a better definition. Come on, think. Think of what do you mean by brand? We always associate one word with brand. What is that word? Brand. Image. Do we associate that word image with brand image? Yeah. So let me tell you what is brand. Okay. Let's see this picture and it will tell a good story by itself. Look at the picture, huh? Don't read those words. You have a cat, but the mirror shows tiger. What this means? It is how others see you, not how you yourself see yourself, but how others see you. That is your brand. The image that you have created, and you have created, the image that we create in the minds of others. So believe me, this is a very important thing to know, to note and to work on from this day onwards. Okay, every one of you should make a small change from today, and that change is in how you think. So every day in and day out, the way we act, the way we react, the way we talk, the way we mix with people, the way we communicate, the way we dress, the way we, tell our story, the way we, or the content that we speak, the content that we write, everything that we do is having an impression on others. Am I true? It has an impression on others. And this impression is what? Impression is an image. So when other people read about me, when they talk to me and they hear things from me, when they see my body language, when they see my face, my expressions, everything, they form an opinion. And that opinion is nothing but an image. Okay? Virtually, it's an image. That image guides them in all our future dealings. So if they meet me the second time or the third time, they will judge me not by my face at that point of time, but by the image that they have formed in their minds. This is very crucial to understand. This is human psychology. Okay. So our image comes first. So therefore, the word first impression is the last impression, right? So that first impression is nothing but the image that I have formed in the minds of others. And that is going to rule for a long time to come. It may change over the years, but it will still be there at some place in their mind. And they'll always judge me. They'll always have an opinion about me on the basis of that image. So that image is what we call as brand. Now just imagine, if that image is good, what are you going to get? Lot of opportunities. And if that image is not good, what will happen? You lose everything. So that image is so important. Hence, from this day, we need to make a change. The first activity that we'll do is change everything. When we'll talk, we'll think before we speak. That if I speak these words, what image am I going to leave on the other person? If I write something in a message or maybe anywhere on a post on a social media channel, what image am I forming on the other people who are going to read this? If I record a video, what image am I leaving for my viewers? If I'm doing a podcast, what is the image I'm leaving for the people who are going to hear this podcast? So all these things are very crucial. Everything that we do outside our bedrooms is going to have an impression on some other person. So that's very crucial. Now, going deeper, is my brand important for every person in this world? Is the brand important for every person in this world? No. Now, when we talk about brand, and in professional sense, so we need to now define why we are making this brand. So I may talk to thousands of people every day, and I may leave certain kind of impression on them, that's fine. But now, going into the next step, you have to be very, very specific about those people who are going to give you business or work. So that is our professional brand. So I have to now deal with my professional clientele, professional people. So it may be the companies where I want to get job. So suppose I'm a job seeker. I want to get a job in Microsoft. Okay. And there are certain hiring managers and senior managers in that office where I want to get my job, maybe in Dubai or maybe in India or Mumbai or New York, wherever. So you need to identify those people and then create your impression on them, right? So that's crucial. So that is what the brand means. So brand means our impression on the other person. Now for the next 1.5, 2 hours that we have, we are going to focus on this point. Okay. So there'll be 3 crucial things from now on. You have to think about 3 crucial things. You are the person who is forming the image. Number 2, the image. And number 3, the relevant people. So when we are thinking of personal branding, the world is not for us. It is the relevant people. So we have to focus on the relevant people. Now, if suppose, I'll give you an example. If I want to get into Indian cricket team, who are the relevant people for me? The selectors, right? The selectors who are going to select the team. Those are the relevant people. So I have to play in a way that I impress them, not public. If I play for the public and play, loose shots and risky shots, I may score good runs and people will, clap. But the selectors will not like me. And they will never select me for the Indian cricket team. So that's what I'm talking about. The difference is there. So you have to think of the relevant people. If the relevant people are the selectors of the Indian cricket team, I have to play to impress them, not to the general public at large. Understood this point? Do you get my point? Type yes. So what are the 3 things I told you that we'll focus on? Write those 3 things. What are the 3 things we are going to focus on? Come on, fast. We have to cover a lot of things. Yes, Kumar, you are right. You, your image, and the relevant people. Absolutely correct. Bingo. Let's move on. Jeff Bezos, who is one of the famous personalities today, he also said that your brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room. Means how people talk behind you. That is your impression. That is your image. So let's go on to the next point, that why personal brand is important to your career success. This is the second very crucial question. Why it is important? So let's see, there are 4 things. Number 1 is it opens up a lot of opportunities for you. And that's what you want, right? The relevant opportunity. You want to be in those, upcoming areas that we discussed in the first slide. The 69 million jobs that are going to be created, and a lot of opportunities are going to come in these industries. So you have to be at the relevant place and create those opportunities. So how will it happen? So I'll tell you one story. How will it happen and how you can really take an advantage. So as I said, branding is nothing but image, right? So if you know that a particular industry is going to grow in the next 5 years, for example, sustainability. Sustainability is the big thing today. The carbon gases and all which needs to be avoided, plastic waste, and there are so many things which comes in sustainable development. Now, how will you build a brand in that? You know that the industry is growing, and if industry is growing, you have good opportunities. Now, I'm an engineer today, for example. Okay, I'm an engineer. I can do the work, but I have no brand. I have not spoken about sustainability. I have not written even a single word about sustainability. And there is my friend who writes day in and day out on his LinkedIn, on his Instagram, on his Facebook, everywhere. If you go to his channels, he's talking about sustainability. He has got his own podcast and his articles come in the newspapers and even the magazines and here and there. He's the next Greta Thunberg. Okay. Now he and me, we both go for this interview. The company is into sustainability. Whom they will select? Obviously my friend, right? Because he has talked so much about sustainability. When the interview starts and the interviewer asks me, yes, Farooq, you're an engineer, very good. What do you know by sustainability? If you are a sustainability company, what do you know by sustainability? I would say, yeah, something which can be sustained over time and this and that. I'll just fake the knowledge. And when the same question is asked to my friend, he has so many things to say about it. And even if he doesn't say anything, he just gives his links, and I'll tell you one insider secret. In US, more than 90% people are hired today on the basis of their LinkedIn profiles. And we'll talk about LinkedIn profile in some time. 90% people are hired on the basis of their LinkedIn profiles, not on the basis of their resume or even the interview. Yes, that's the fact. And I have nothing to speak about it on my LinkedIn profile. So I am rejected. My friends get selected. So that's how the personal branding works. So if you have identified what are these upcoming areas in the next 10 years, start working on them today, build your brand, say so much about those things, read, of course, understand the things, and then speak about them on all your channels and build a brand around that niche. And you will have all the opportunities touching your feet. So that's the first point. Tremendous opportunities just on the basis of personal branding. Second is networking. Just imagine, Greta Thunberg was just a college student, but she became so famous that she could meet the top cream businessmen of the world, top of the top industrialists of the world, top of the top politicians of the world. Her network is so strong today just because she took up a cause and she fought for it. She made her personal brand in that. So that's important. So if you want to meet Bill Gates today, it's not possible, right? But if you say that I will meet him 2 years down the line, or maybe 1 year down the line, that's possible. And I'll tell you how it's possible. So networking, you will get to meet a lot of top people in the world. Third is you will become a thought leader. So what is a thought leader? Leader means somebody who leads. Thought leader means from his thinking, like what Farooq thinks. So like today, I'm taking this session on personal branding. And I'm speaking about personal branding. And I'll speak more and more about it. I'll be going to colleges and universities and taking these seminars in colleges and universities and for corporates and for all professionals in all the professional bodies across the world. Okay, I'll speak so much about it in next 1 year and 2 years, then everyone will recognize Farooq as a personal branding champion. I'll make my mark there. So people will call, whenever they'll think about personal branding, they'll call Farooq. So I'll become a thought leader in personal branding. You define your niche, and that's why we are here today. So I'll tell you how to define your niche area. My niche area is personal branding. Now we'll define yours. And then in the next 1 year, we'll work so hard in developing your niche, developing your personal brand in your niche, that you will meet Bill Gates and maybe any other leader that you want to meet in your particular niche. And the fourth one is, of course, you get hired. You get best of the best, cream of the cream jobs that you like. That is what we call as the dream jobs. Okay. So do you want any of these things? Who wants any of these things? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Type in the chat box. And which one do you like? Do you want to get opportunities or... See, every one of us has different goals, right? So what is your goal? Or maybe all the 4. So write all 4. Saloni says 2. So she wants networking. Good. Manan says all 4. Very good. Excellent. What about others? 1 and 2. Great. All 4. Prasad says all. Excellent. Excellent. Somebody who's looking for entrepreneurship or business, obviously, then point number 4 doesn't apply to you. Point number 1 is more relevant. Great. Excellent. So let's start. Okay. Let's see now how to build your personal brand. But as I was telling you about Virat Kohli, let's talk about Virat Kohli. Now, this slide is very important for you guys. Okay. It will tell you a lot of insider secrets about brand building. Now, I'll ask you one question and you'll answer in the chat box. Is he a model or a cricketer? Who is Virat Kohli? Come on, type in the chat box. Is he a model or a cricketer? Who is Virat Kohli? Cricketer. Yes, everyone, yeah, is of the same opinion. Virat Kohli is a cricketer. V. Kumar says model. Okay. Now, V. Kumar, I think, has read this slide and therefore he is answering model. But no, he is still a cricketer. Now, you know why he plays cricket? And why is he still playing cricket even after so many years? He must be getting so much tired, right? At this age. But still, he continues to play cricket. And he continues to play aggressive cricket, which is liked by public more than the selectors. And he's very aggressive. He has his, that aura about himself when he's on the field and even off the field. But if you see him off the field, you'll hardly see him speaking or, fighting over different things. He's a very quiet person. But on the field, if you see, he's very aggressive. And he acts as a leader in all situations. Why does he play like that? Can anyone tell me? Just to build his, fan following. Because cricket, everyone loves cricket today. So he builds his fan following, that is a public fan following, by playing that aggressive game, which people like. People like aggressive players. So he plays to the galleries, as they say. By making these many fans, he gets a lot of advertisement contracts. And through advertisement contracts, he earns the real money, as you can see in this slide. So from playing cricket, he earns like 16 crores from BCCI and winnings. Another 1.3 crores is his salary, which he received from BCCI. From IPL, he earns around 15 CR, which still is roughly how much? 31, 32 CR. But if you see his endorsements and sponsorships, and these figures are of 2022, it's a whooping 196 crores. Around 6 to 7 times of his cricket income. But he's still a cricketer. Now, see the link. Why he plays? Now, suppose if he stops playing cricket, if he retires, will he get these endorsements and sponsorships? No, because he'll no more be in the eye of the public. If he gets off the eye of the public, if he doesn't attract the eyeballs, the fan following will be lost. It will half and then diminish, keep diminishing over the years. And then he will not get the endorsements, because endorsements, companies pay him because he's such a famous personality. If the fame is gone, the endorsements will be gone. So see the link? So you have to continue to play cricket in order to get the endorsements. So they are interlinked. Yes, Manan, they are interlinked. So if it's a passion drives him, yeah, it should look like passion. It should look like that. So I'm very passionate about, coaching. I've been coaching since 26 years. Subject has changed, but I love teaching. I love coaching. That's fantastic. But today I'm taking this seminar or this workshop, as you can see, to build my brand. My focus, passion is what brings me here. The end result should be brand building. Tomorrow you should know, and you should tell people that yes, if somebody wants to learn about personal branding and how to do it, go to Farooq. Isn't it so? Tomorrow when you guys will become, professionals, and you'll go out and you'll do a lot of good things, that is because you want to leave that impression on those people so that they later on come back to you and give you business. So that's why we build our brands. So passion is good, but deep down, it is brand building. So Virat Kohli builds his brand very strategically. Similarly, for our great Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, he's so famous today. In fact, yesterday only in the newspapers, it had come that Joe Biden, who is the president of US, he came to our Prime Minister and said that I'm jealous of your, the publicity that you get. I'm jealous of you. Now, if US president is saying this to our Indian Prime Minister, just imagine what kind of brand image our PM has. So that's what you want to build, right? Great. So now let's come to my own story. I'll tell you my own story. I started teaching way back in 1998 in physical classes. So they used to be filled like 300, 400 students in each batch. And I used to take multiple batches in Nagpur, Mumbai, Delhi, Pune, and other places here and there, Bangalore even. But then in 2012, when I started with my online lectures, okay, when I started my online classes, the point was that if I were to launch my online classes, people should know me. If they don't know me, they'll not buy my lectures. So how will people from other places know about Farooq Haq? They have not listened to me. They have not even known me. They don't know who Farooq Haq is. So I used one technique of building my brand, and that was YouTube channel. Now, this was way back in 2012, late 2012, early 2013, when I started putting my videos free of cost on YouTube channel. So these are some of the videos that are still up there, the early videos of 2013. And there were many taxation videos that I have taken down because the laws keep changing. But corporate laws don't change, so those lectures are still up there. So when I put these lectures on my YouTube channel, people across India, CA students across India would watch these videos, because then when they would search CA class or something like that on YouTube, they'll get my lectures, because there was nobody else doing it at that point of time. I was the first one to launch online CA lectures in India. So when this happened, I got a lot of fan following. And because they watched my lectures on YouTube and they were convinced of my teaching style, of the content that I was giving and other things, they would come back and buy my lectures. And within 1 or 2 years, I had, customers, I mean, students across India. So V. Kumar has also studied, yeah. So you studied DT with me and IPCC and also, yeah. So so just because of this one single activity, we'll focus on that right now, not on my CA days. What I did, I used YouTube as a channel to promote myself, build a brand. Once that brand was built, I got a lot of advantage, a lot of opportunities. Now I'll tell you about one of my students. And I've got loads of students who have done a lot of things in their own brands. But one example I'll give you about Bharat. Now, Bharat is my student and he's from Nagpur. And he had known me for years together. He was with me since IPCC and then CA final. And even after completing his final, he was in touch with me during his profession days. So the first 3-4 years was very tough for him, because when he entered the profession, he became CA and he couldn't find his feet. He couldn't find his passion, like what to do. What should I go for, audit or taxation or big fours or small company or big company? Where should I go? So he went to Mumbai, he went to Pune and a lot of other places, but he was not finding the real thing. Then suddenly he found a thing about forensic accounting, and forensic is the next, thing in accounting. And it is going to be an uptrend industry for years to come. So he went into forensics. But still, he took some courses and all. He did his certification courses. But still, he was not getting good opportunity, because this is something which is done by big fours and very top clients, like big companies need forensic accounting. This is not, a thing for SMEs. But he was alone. So how will he get work from these big companies like Reliance and Tatas and Birlas and all? So it was very difficult for him in the early days. Then we had a good talk one day. And I said that, look, Bharat, you need to build a brand in this. Why don't you write a book about it? So he said, yes, this is a good idea. So then he came back to me after 6 months and said that, sir, my book is ready. I said, fantastic. That's a great thing you have done. Then he got that book released through Bharat Publication. And now what he's doing? So do you think that he's earning money by publishing his book? No, not at all. Not at all. This is just for brand building sake. Now see what happens. After he wrote this book and got it published, now he goes to every city, meets all the big chartered accountants who are doing some work in forensics, meets them and just gives them this book. That, look, I've written this book, it is published. It is the only book, detailed book on forensic auditing ever published in the world. Other foreign authors are there, but not in India. So they are amazed. They give him a sitting. They talk. And when they talk, the network grows. So today he has got such a big network within the 6 months. Within 6 months. So he came to Bangalore to my office, gave me this copy of his book. So this photograph is of that. And he has become so famous that now, recently, even yesterday, I was seeing his WhatsApp update, and he was in Dubai attending a conference on forensic auditing. And he was called there, and he was giving his books out there to other people as well, international, people from across the globe. So his network is growing. And because of this network, he is getting very good opportunities, very good business contracts from top industries, including CBI. So you're getting my point, how just one book changed the complete story of Mr. Bharat. This is the power of personal branding. So hence I call this workshop as Power of Personal Branding. So are you ready to build your brand? Answer yes if you are. If no, you can leave this session right now and go have a cup of coffee, enjoy your life. But if you want to enjoy the next 40 years of your life, then stay here. We get one life, and it's a waste if we, don't do or don't achieve the best things for ourselves. And people say that to achieve best things, we need to work very hard. I say you are a fool. If you have to work very hard, then you will never get good things in life or the best things in life. You have to be smart, make other people work. You just work on building your brand. And there are n number of examples that I can give. In fact, 2 hours will be very short for that. Oprah Winfrey, you must have heard about Oprah Winfrey, right? The US person, and so many other people. So they have worked on their brands to such an extent that they earn like millions and millions just on the basis of their name. So let's start. Now, take your pen and your notebooks, and we have to write a lot of things, okay? So by the end of this session, you should be ready with your primary template. So 2 hours is very short time, of course. And this is the introductory session, but still we'll make a small template for ourselves so that we can know how and where we need to work on. So it's a complete template that will be ready with you. And then for the next 2-3 months, you can work on that, reach a certain level, and then we'll have a detailed session also later on. I'll be starting with detailed workshops, like 10 days, 15 days workshops later on, maybe in the month of June somewhere, or July. So first thing you are going to write is about yourself. Who am I? And we need to, we need to do it very fast. Don't write essays. Make it fast. Okay. Who am I? Now, who am I means what? Don't become philosophical there. Okay. In just one single line. Just one single line. Like I would say, just give my own example. I am Farooq Haq, and I am helping 1 million people build their personal brands and achieve great success. That is who I am. I am Farooq Haq. I'm going to help 1 million people build their personal brands and achieve great success. So you can call it as a mission statement as well. Okay. Finished? And if you have finished, you can start writing in the chatbot as well, so that it helps me how you are thinking, and I'll be able to guide you in a better way. So Manan, it is not a spiritual question. Don't go into this spiritual angle. Okay. I am your personal brand guru, not a spiritual guru. So this is about your profession. How do you see yourself in your profession, in your work, or as a student? So if you're a student right now, you just, I am a CA student, I am an engineering student, I am a medical student doing this. That's enough. So this is about self-analysis right now, where we are today. Be very factual. Great. Come on, share it. Share it on the chat window. Come on, you need to be fast. I am a professional seeking to do best in whatever I do. No, Saloni. This is a very generic statement. In whatever I do means what? But don't worry, we'll solve your problem. 99% of people have this problem that they don't know their niche. They don't know exactly what they want to do. They want to do good. I want to have a good life. What that good life means, I don't know. So then how will you get a good life if you don't know what good life means? But don't worry, we'll solve your problem. I'm a CA student and I want to develop my personal brand. Prasad is saying, I want to develop my personal brand. Yes, that's better. CA semi-qualified with a variety of experience in the field of audit, accounts, and taxation. Assume several roles throughout my career. Okay, that is good. I am Fariha. I am aspiring law student. That's good. I am Manan Solanki. I want to become India's best investment banker. That's fantastic, Manan. Very good. V. Kumar says, I don't know my niche. No problem. We are going to solve that today. I don't know my niche. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now going on to the next question. What are my strengths? Come on. Just single words. I'm punctual. I'm good looking. I'm smart. But those are not strengths. Okay, that was a joke. Don't write those things. Write your real strengths. Like I would say, I can inspire people. That is my strength. I can inspire people to do things. I can teach. I can convey a message. I'm a good thinker. Those are your strengths. Strengths are inherent. Don't write your skills. Okay, I'm CA. I know accountancy. I know financial management. I know law. So don't write those things. Strengths are your inner strengths. They go with you. I'm honest. Honesty is a strength. Great. Okay. So have you written about your strengths? Difficult to identify also. But so this is not that you have to finish everything right now as you're writing this question. So you have to give some time after this session today. Okay, you have to sit with yourself with all these questions and fill these questions, fill the answers. Okay. Now comes a very important question. How many people know what I am capable of? Indirectly means my strengths. How many people know my strengths that I have written in point number 2? Like I just said, that I can inspire people. But how many people know Farooqa can inspire people? Write their names if you know those people by names. That's very crucial. Okay. Father, mother, your siblings, your teachers, your friends. There may be people who really know, they understand your strengths. Write them down. I hope you're able to fill at least one. Next question. What value do I create for others with this strength? So if I have written my strength as I'm able to convince people, I'm able to inspire people. So this strength, second question is how many people know about it? So I would say my students know. People who know me, they know about this strength. There are a lot of people out there. I can name them, but we don't have time here. Now, what value do I add to them with this strength? So I would say that, okay, I can inspire students to do good, to do their best, to take up challenges, and to finish as a winner, to fight. Now, all these questions are interrelated, as you can see. Who am I? I am Farooq. I have my strengths. These are the people who know my strengths. And this is how I bring value to them, by using my strengths. So my strengths should have a value attached to them. If they don't have a value attached to them, then it is not a strength from professional point of view. It may be a personal strength, but not a professional strength. And when I talk about value, it is not just money. Okay. Like I said, I can inspire people. Inspiration is a great value. It is a great value. You can inspire people. You can, help people. You can, if you're a doctor, you can save life of people, and that's tremendous value. I can save 10,000 lives. I can save 50,000 patients from their, the problems that they're facing. I can help them. I can relieve their pain. So this is value. And lastly, because I create that value for them, what is the image or impression that they have about me? This is your current brand value. Got it? Did you understand? Did you understand the interlinking, how the questions are made and what they want to bring out? This is very important, okay? Who am I? If I would have asked you directly, what's your brand value? You would not understand how to define my brand value. But answering these questions will help you define your brand value today. Who am I? These are my strengths. These are the people who know about my strengths. This is my brand image on them, impression that I've created, because I can add this value to them. So after the session, you'll carry an image about Farooq that yes, he helped us identify our brand value, our brand strength, and gave us a template. He's a great guy. Okay. So that will be my brand value. Then, doing another reality check, because in order to create a brand, we need to do a lot of things. So as I said, brand value means what value addition you are making for people and how they remember you, how they think about you, what is the impression on them, right? But first thing, how will I reach these people in the first place? How will I reach these people to create an impression or to leave an impression? So I need channels, and these channels are social media channels as well as offline channels. So there can be many channels that you can use. So currently, what are we using? Let's have a reality check about that also. So this is the second step. You'll answer these questions. No need to rush writing down or taking down. I'll be sharing the whole sequence with you. Okay. But these are the points, the reality check. So how many followers I have on my LinkedIn today? How many followers I have on my Instagram, on my Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or any other channel that you are using? And even the offline, you can write about offline. Are you a member of some college committee? Okay, then you can write down, yes, I'm a member of this college group. I'm a member of some NGO, non-government organization. I am a member of Chartered Accountants Institute. I'm a member of a professional body. I'm a member of some industrial association, and so on and so forth. So you have got a lot of offline and online networks. Write it down. How many people follow you or know you for that matter? Secondly, what kind of content do you post? because content is the medium through which we reach people. Okay. So do you use videos, or you conduct webinars, workshops like I'm doing, or you have your audio podcasts, means audio is the thing that you use, or you write text. So text can be in the form of blogs and articles, which you post online, or even offline, you participate in your college magazines. V. Kumar says, I realize I share only jokes everywhere. That's good. So I'll tell you about that, what to do. What to do about those jokes. Laugh or erase them, I'll tell you. So blogs, articles, informative content, what kind of content you use, to communicate with people. This is also important. Now, as Kumar has said this point, so I'll devote 2 minutes on that. So once we finish this lecture, you will recognize that you need to go back and clean your channels as well. So in the past, you must have posted a lot of things which are not in line with your professional brand that you are now trying to build. So you need to clean those things, okay? Clean your channels, remove that content. So like, for example, you have shared some photographs of yourselves, which are not so good, not in line with your professional, image that you are trying to build now. So that was in your early days, in your youth, or your, the teens, but you need to correct it right away. So remove all those things, remove all the nasty jokes. If they're good professional jokes, fine, leave it there, because your channel should also speak about you as a whole. It should not look like fabricated one going in just one direction. No person can be professional 24 hours a day, right? So I can crack jokes, but those jokes should also be professional. If they are in good taste, leave them. Otherwise, delete. Great. Now, the second step is to set a goal. So first step is about ourselves today. So once we have realized where we are today, now let's set a goal. So goal setting, I would say, should be in 3 categories: 1 year, 2 years, and 1 year, 3 year, and 5 years. So 1 year means immediate, 3 years means intermediate, and 5 years means long-term goals. But before we go and set them, there is a rule for goal setting, and everyone obviously knows it. You must have read it somewhere or the else. If not, then still you can see this. So the goal should be SMART, means they should be specific. Set specific goals. So this is very important. As we discussed one of the statements earlier, I want to be good. What does good mean? I want to earn good. What does good mean? Nothing. You be specific. I want to earn $2 million in next 3 years. I want to be manager finance of this company in next 1 year. Okay. I want a good job. No. I want this particular job. I want this money. I want this much wealth. I want this. Be very specific. Okay. Measurable. It should be measurable also, either in terms of money or in terms of some other thing. Attainable. I would say, okay, I want to earn $50 billion in next 1 year. So the point is, then you have to go and buy a lottery, because that is the only way you will achieve it, probably, if you win. But what are the chances? Hardly any. So it should not be like that. It should not be a dream. Goal is not a dream. Okay. Goal must be attainable as well. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to fix very small goals. No. You think big. But then there has to be a leap of faith, but it should at least take you then near to your goal. It should not be so far away that you will go to sleep thinking that it's not possible. So if your mind thinks it's not possible, it will never work to get there. So it should be in the realistic level. It should be relevant, and it should be time bound. Relevant to your professional development, and time bound means achievable. So therefore we have fixed 1 year, 3 years, and 5 years. So this much I have to achieve in 1 year, 3 years, and 5 years. So let's use these principles to write our goals. Come on, pen and paper. Again. So activity 2. First thing is you will define your niche. So somebody had said, I think Manan, or who said that he has not defined his niche. Now is the time to do so. And don't think like you are not never going to change it. Of course, we are going to change our niche over time. The more we learn about something, the more we learn about new things, we keep changing. Okay. We all have to be adaptive and changeable. But to start with, you have to have something. If you don't have anything in mind, you will never start. So fix a niche today. It should depend on three things: your strengths, your passion, and the industry opportunity. Normally, we think of only the first two things: my strength and my passion. This is something I am passionate about, so I'll do this. And I am having strength also, so I'll let me do it. But we forget the industry opportunity, which is very crucial. Therefore, I started with that slide, 83 million jobs are going to be lost. So today, if your goal is such, which is in that arena where the jobs are going to be lost, technology is going to take over. So you are swimming against the tide. If you swim against the tide, then you're going to drown, no matter how much strength you have. So don't make that mistake. So find the industry opportunity as well. Take your time, study for 2 days, 3 days. What are the upcoming areas which align to your strength and passion? And then see how you can, use those areas or get into those industries that are upcoming and they're throwing a lot of opportunities. Then define your niche. Okay. So this is a very critical thing to do. Define your niche. For those who already know their strengths and passion and they feel that they are in the right space, they can define it right now. So has anyone already found their niche? They can share it with us on the chat bot. And it needs to be one sentence, not more than one. Like, I have found my niche now, personal branding. That is my niche. And what is a niche? Let me tell that also. If somebody doesn't know what is a niche, let me clarify that point. See, when you talk about an industry, like I'm into coaching. Now, coaching is a very broad industry. There are a lot of different types of coaches. Cricket coach, volleyball coach, sports coach, gymnastic coaches, gym coaches, and so on and so forth. Teachers of colleges, schools, etc., etc. But I'm not doing everything. I'm into career coaching. So career coaching is a part of coaching industry. So that is called as a niche. Or you can also call it as a subcategory. But within that subcategory of career coaching comes a lot of things like soft skill trainers and hard skill trainers and so many other people. But I'm into a further niche, a further subcategory, that is personal brand building. So that is my niche. So niche is nothing but submost category, the smallest category within the broad categories. So that is called as your niche. Okay, great. Once you have defined your niche, the second is, where do I see myself? So now the goal. So once you define your niche, now the goal. So my goal in the next 1 year is to reach to 1 million people. In 3 years, 10 million people. In 5 years, 50 million people. So that is my goal. Now, in terms of goal, you have to define it in terms of industry, which industry you want to be in, which company you want to be in, if you are thinking of job, how much revenue or profit you should be earning, or salary for that matter, and what is the growth that you see for yourself. 20% growth per annum, 50% growth, 180% growth. So define all these things. Yes, Kumar. So niche is difficult. Yes, it's not that simple. To define your niche takes time. So therefore, I'm not rushing on it right now. But yes, you have to define something today. Okay, then you can start with it. Then you can find further niche areas within that broader niche. So it's a very fluid thing. The more you go into it, the more you will realize, the more you will learn, and the more you will become perfect. But start somewhere. Okay, so once this is written, then my brand goal. So first was your career goal. Second is your brand goal. So as a brand, how do you see yourself developing your brand in next 1, 2, and 5 years? 1, 3, and 5 years. So first is your brand identity. Means the persona or the image that you want to create or leave on others. So what is that image that I want to leave on others? What is that image that will help me get my career objectives? So first we define career objectives or career goals. Now we are defining a brand goal. Brand should work for my career, right? The brand should work for my career goals. So now what kind of brand do I need? Define it. So for Farooq, how will I say? So I want, like I'm conducting these webinars and workshops. So I want to leave an image on my people who come to these webinars and workshops, an image where they feel that yes, Farooq is a master of personal branding industry. This is the image that I want to leave on people out there. Now you have defined your niche. You have defined the industry where you want to be in. And before you write your persona, remember those 3 points: you, the brand, and the relevant people. So always think of these 3 things. So I'm here. I want to create my persona on the relevant people, not everyone. The world is not my client. Okay. So identify the relevant people, then define your persona that this is the image that I want to create on these people out there. For example, I'll take another example. If you are, say, doing your law course, Fariha is doing law. Tomorrow, if she thinks that she's going to practice law, so in order to practice law, the relevant people out there are not your clients, but the judges. Okay. Clients are going to pay you, but clients will come to you only when you win cases in your courts. Okay. Lower court, high court, Supreme Court, whatever the court is. So you are going to impress the court to get the judgments in your favor. If you do that, clients will automatically come to you. See, this is the circle. So you have to define your circle. So now you have to build a persona which directly has an impact on the judges out there. So next 4 years, by the time you become a lawyer and enter the market. So I don't know how much time you have, but if you can tell me, Fariha, how much time you have till you become a LLB? How many more years? 5 years. Excellent. So next 5 years, what you're going to do? You're going to invest your time, energy, and everything in developing content which will be read even by the judges and the big lawyers. So you identify at least 10 senior lawyers in your area of practice. So suppose today you have defined your niche as international law, for example. Just an example I'm giving. So who are the players in the international law right now? Who are the top lawyers in this area? And these top lawyers, the senior lawyers, then have a chance of becoming the judges of Supreme Court, High Court as well. So by the time the next 5 years, probably they'll be in the courts. Or even if not there, still they are the influential people in the market, right? So identify them. See what those people are writing on LinkedIn. Follow them. Follow them religiously. Make them your mentors. Okay. See what they are sharing on LinkedIn, what articles they write, where they write, what are the channels that they use, what are the journals in which they publish their articles. Follow them. Go and comment on their articles. Go and send them the invite, friend invite. Make them their contact, your contact. Post comments on their articles that you like that article and why you like it. Give a reasoning behind it. And then ask certain questions that, but I have this question, sir. Can you answer this question? I have a doubt You have written so good. But I have this question that if this is the case, then how this judgment will apply or what will happen. So show them that you are inquisitive, show them that you have the learning capacity, show them that you have the brains to, question their thoughts as well. That's very crucial in legal fraternity, that you can challenge something. So question, and then you write your articles and blogs accordingly, which they would then come and read. So you tag them in your post so that the top lawyers, then come and read your articles and post something on your article, so that, network will grow. And then you see that in 5 years, when you will pass out, you're not just an LLB, you are much bigger than that, because you have these great connections. And those people believe in your mind that what Fariha says is, having weightage to it. So you'll have a lot of opportunities in life. That's what you're going to do. And similarly for other people out here, identify a niche, develop it, connect with the big people in the industry, in your niche, influence them. So that's your brand identity. Okay, that's your purpose. Then what's the purpose? Define the purpose as well. So if I'm saying that, okay, I want to create this brand image, what's the purpose? So for Fariha, as I said, she's creating a brand image on the top lawyers of her field and probably the judges. Why? Because after she becomes LLB, she wants to join these firms. Okay, she wants to join the big firm, the law firm, or maybe practice law in court. So she need to already have an impact on the judges out there. So when she goes and stands in front of the court recognizes, oh, you are Fariha. Oh, we read your articles on LinkedIn. Now just imagine if the courts say this: we read your articles on LinkedIn and in the legal magazines and newspapers. What impact will have? Just imagine. So that's the purpose. So what is the purpose of building this brand? And what are your brand goals in next 1, 3, and 5 years? So these are the 3 things you will do in your brand goal setting. Got it? Excellent. Now, once you do this, so now we have the first step where we are today. Now we have the second step where we want to reach. Now comes the bridge. How will I get from here to here? How will I build the bridge? That is the plan. Okay, so we have defined it in a very scientific way. So the third step is your planning stage. Now, in the planning stage, what you're going to do? First, you will select the channels. This is a very scientific template that I'm giving you, okay? It's nothing philosophical and nothing spiritual. Very practical and scientific. So first thing is select your channel. Channel means for communication. What are my channels of communication that I'm going to use? Am I going to use social media? Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter and Instagram, TikTok, and so many out there, Snapchat and so many. I don't even remember. Are you going to contribute detailed articles and blogs? So blog post channels are there. They would be your WordPress and all. Are you going to join business networks? Offline, online LinkedIn, offline. There are many business networks like BNI and TIEs there, industry networks, FITKI, and so many other networks are there. Are you going to use NGOs as your channel of communication? Yes, people use that also, NGOs, depending on your niche. So what you do, select channels, not go by the, the popularity of channels. You have to see, you have already defined your niche and you have defined your people to whom you want to impress, relevant people. Now you see where these relevant people are. If these relevant people, I can find not on LinkedIn. Say, for example, I want to reach to CXOs, the CEOs of big companies, 10 biggest companies in India. Then those CEOs are not on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, you will find the mid management, not the super senior management. They don't have time to go on LinkedIn. Okay. So then where will I find them? Maybe on Twitter. They are on Twitter. They tweet and people follow them. They are on Twitter. Or I can find them in industry associations, the big industry associations like FICCI. That is a place where I can find these big people. Or maybe the clubs, golf course clubs. Yes, that is a place where all top executives come and play golf. So I need a membership of that golf club. Okay, so that is how you find channels. Number two, select the medium of communication. So am I going to use text, video, audio, or activity-based things, or all of them? Define it for yourself. Select. Don't write everything. Just select which is the most crucial for you. Then select the network. So channel and network are two different things. Channel is for communication. Network is for connections. Where will I find these people to make connection is network. How will I communicate? Where will I speak? Where will I put my videos? Where will I put my audio? That is a channel. Okay. So channel and network can be same, like both can be LinkedIn. So I'm going to post on LinkedIn and I'm going to connect with people also on LinkedIn. Or I can post on LinkedIn, but I'll connect on the golf course. Okay, like that. So select the network. Then skills I need to enhance, very important. We need to enhance our communication skills. We need to enhance our, video recording skills, editing skills, audio podcasting skills. So if you're not good in these things, you need to learn. Then content creation. Now comes the content. How do I create the content? So decide the topics. Like for Fariha, I told that she needs to write about the judgments which have been passed by courts. She needs to write about law, the legal implications, the controversies in law. Okay. The different interpretations of law. So that is her topic. Style. How will you write? What is your style of writing? And you have to follow these very principally. You cannot change your style of writing every now and then, because then your brand will lose its value. So if you are writing in a sarcastic manner, you have to continue with that. Like we read those articles in Times of India, Jag Suraya, and these people, even Shobha Day writes articles. So if you read these people, you'll find a particular style of writing. Jag Suraya will always write on, in a sarcastic manner. So sarcasm, he used sarcasm to write his articles. So that's all. And people identify you with that style. Amitabh Bachchan speaks in a particular style. He doesn't change his style. It may not be natural to him, but he will always speak in that style. Tendulkar had his style. Virat Kohli doesn't change his style of batting. Tonality, the tone in which you will write or speak. The frequency of sharing. Like if you're writing an article every week, you will write every week. Consistency is the key. It will not happen like in a week you write 6 articles and then next week you're not writing anything. Don't do like that. And while you create your content, show your expertise, insights, and experiences. 3 things are very important. Okay. Next, feedback. Feedback is very crucial. So as you create content, it's a learning phase. And it takes years to learn. Okay. So feedback is very important. As you share, one feedback is through Google Analytics, and there are technical feedback also. The channels have their own feedback. And apart from that, you connect with the relevant people, like you write an article. Fariha writes an article on the legal implication of a judgment. Then she sends it to these relevant people that she knows and asks them about her article. That is that right? What she has written? Is it the right way to write? Okay. There are a lot of questions that you should have in your feedback form. And then you take that feedback and keep iterating, keep changing. your content and the way you present that content. Then collaboration avenues, you find collaboration. Collaboration is also very important. Like you start your interview channel. And what Varia does, she will call the top lawyers in her interviews. She maybe starts a podcasting channel and she gives it a name. I'm just giving an example that let's talk about law. Let's talk about law. That's the name of a channel. And what she does, she invites the big faces, the very known personalities every week. So 1 week she calls the retired judge of High Court and the retired judge of Supreme Court, and then the senior lawyers and so on and so forth. She has a lot of questions with her and she will talk with them on these questions. That's it. That's it. And slowly her channel will start growing. People will start liking it and she will have their own followers. Okay. So interview can be, joint webinars can be done. Okay. Then you can join with institutions as well, like the Bar Council and all. Then reputation management. How will you manage your reputation? This is again very key. As you become famous, there will be always the brickbats also. How will you manage them? You need to have a plan for that as well. So planning is for everything, even for the brickbats. That if I get negative publicity, if people speak negative about me, how will I manage these things? Next. So once the plan is ready, and of course you cannot write the whole plan in this 1 hour. So you are understanding the point. So after this session, you will sit down and make your plan as well. And it's simple. It is simple. I'm telling you. And you have to start doing it. And you learn a lot of things as the time goes. Next is the systems and tools that you will need to make your plan into action, to bring your plan into action. So what are the systems and tools that you need? This is informative. One is social media management tools. These are examples. You'll have to go into them, research about them, and then use them. Content creation tool. This is something that you will need instantly, right from the start. To create content, to create a good image, you need Canva for designing. You need ChatGPT and Grammarly for your text content, for research. Adobe for designing. Canva, Adobe for designing. DaVinci Code, DaVinci Resolve, I mean, is a video editing software. So if you're recording your videos, like you want to become an influencer, some kind of an influencer, then you will need video editing softwares. Then Audacity is there for audio podcasting and all, and more. So you have to do your research. Then personal website and portfolio tools. So right now you don't need a personal website, but later on, yes. Portfolio is something that you will need. So whatever content you are putting out there, keep a portfolio also. So there are portfolio sites like for technology people, for coders, it is GitHub. Wix and WordPress you can use for creating your own personal website, which is very simple to make right these days on no-code basis. Or Behance is for the graphic designers and all. So create your portfolio of things. Sorry. The next is resume and career profile builder. So if you're looking for jobs and all, then you need to have a good profile also, career profile. So these days it's on the net itself, digital career profiles as we call. So you can use talentplace.ai for that, or ZT, Kick Resume. These are AI assisted platforms. Email marketing and automation tools. This is something that you need in the future, not right now, for sending emails. So once you have a list of people joining your, webinars, podcasts, and you have to manage that whole list, 10,000 people, 50,000 people should receive any email, then you need email marketing and automation tools. Then personal brand monitoring tools are also there. like Google Alerts and Mention. Now, this is one thing you can start today. Google Alerts. Take this down. Google Alerts. Go on the website, I mean on the Chrome browser, and type Google Alerts. Not right now, but after this session. And in that Google Alert, what you can do is mention some keywords, specifically your niche. So my niche is personal branding. I have started an account there in Google Alerts, and I mentioned the niche as personal branding. And I have set the email as once a day. So every morning, I get a mail about different articles that might have been written on personal branding on the net. Whoever writes about personal branding, I get it in my email. So it becomes so easy for, collecting the relevant. Otherwise, who is writing about personal branding? I'll have to go and search every time on Google. But Google Alert is name itself says alert. So they alert me about personal branding every single morning. So I just open that mail and I check all the list of things that have been written about personal branding. I go there, check whether it is any use or not. If it is useful, I use it. So that's what you can also do. Similarly, Mention is a site which is for your social media this thing. So whoever writes about personal branding on social media, I'll get on Mention. And networking tools, of course, everyone knows LinkedIn, Meetup, and there are so many other channels. So we need these many tools to assist us in our brand building, journey. Now, once we have systems and tools in place, the next thing is action. And for action, we call it as action routine, because personal brand cannot be built in a day. If I give a seminar to 10,000 people out there in the industry, and the next day I don't do anything, I'm not going to have a personal brand. A star has to shine continuously for millions of years. Similarly, your brand, if it needs that shine, it has to shine every single day. Okay. Therefore, the action has to be a routine, not one-off act. So you make a plan. This has to be monthly, weekly, and daily plan. So broader plan is a month, fixing what you want to achieve over the month, divided into week, that if this is what I want in a month, then this is what I want in the first week, then the second week, then the third week, then the fourth week. And then what I need to do on a daily basis. So the best way of doing this, because you are also students and you are having so many other obligations, I would say just take out half an hour every day devoted to your personal branding exercise. It will have tremendous returns on investment in time to come. Just give half an hour. Start doing this from today and tell me after 1 year, come back to me and tell me, yes, Farooq Haq told us like this, we did it, and this is the benefit that we are receiving right now. So I've got many examples of my own students who have done this, and they are earning like lakhs of rupees. Many of them have become influencers on social media, on LinkedIn. There's one girl, she was my student in Pune around 10 years back. Then after becoming CA, she went into investment banking, stock market and all. And there are so many people in stock market. But what she did was started her YouTube channel and started posting small videos on YouTube about stock market investment. Okay. Her name is Rana Day. You can go and search on YouTube. And over years, it takes time. So she continuously kept doing this, shared her videos, shared her videos, shared her videos. And today, when she puts one video on any single day about the stock market movement or whatever, she gets like millions of views within 2 or 3 days. Millions of views. And she charges, if somebody wants to advertise in her video, some company comes to Ms. Rana Day and says that, okay, you just take a name of our product in your video for 30 seconds, just speak about it. She would charge like 20 lakh rupees for that. 10 to 20 lakhs. Now just imagine. So that's the power of your personal brand. You also start it today. Okay. Create your monthly, weekly, and daily plans. Define the milestones, what you want to achieve at different points of time. Cover all the aspects in your plan, including the upskilling. You want to learn about the video making, audio podcasting, content writing. So put that also in your scheduler. And be consistent. That's the key. And one tip, create a repository of your content which you frequently use. So keep a repository, maybe open a Google Drive account. And on that Google Drive, you put all your content which you use continuously over the period of time. Even videos, audios, clips, whatever has been recorded over time, keep it in one single repository. So you never know that when you will use those clips and those things out of it. And the last step is analyze and scale. So once you have written your plan, now you start acting on it. And after action, you need to analyze the performance. So you have to fix your KPIs as well, key performance indicators. Like, for example, that if I'm doing this exercise, I'm posting my videos, then by the end of 1 month, my subscribers should increase to 1,000. In the second month, my subscribers should increase to 1,500. So these are the KPIs. And then at the end of the month, you measure that how much you got. Have you achieved the results? If not, why? Just go on and check what kind of content are you putting. Is it because of the content that people are not coming? If so, then how can I change my content? How can I make it better? So these are the crucial things. So analyze at regular intervals the numbers and all the other indicators, and take data-driven decisions. Don't take emotional decisions in brand building. Take data-driven decisions. What the data is telling me. If one video is clicking, a lot of people have watched that, and the other video doesn't click, I need to go there and analyze that what I did in this video that clicked. I have to repeat that often. And why this video bombed? Why did it not click? I need to change that. And then there's activity number 7 also, but I'll give you another video on this, LinkedIn optimization. Today, what we'll do is we'll practically see this, how you use LinkedIn. Okay, so let me take you there. And now you do one thing. Go on the browser, your Google browser, and go to this site, LinkedIn Social Selling Index. Or you can type in short SSI. Google Social Selling Index. And you will land on this site. Check whether you land or not. Tell me in the chat box. Are you here? Have you landed here? Yes, CA Rachna Ranade. Correct. Yes. Have you come here? Now, if you come here, then you see this tab, get your score. If you're already logged into your LinkedIn, if you're already logged in, then just press this, get your score. And you will get your result like this. You'll get a score. Everyone got their score? If you're not logged in, then it will take you to the login page. And then after you log in, it will give you your score. Are you here? Great. Now type your score here. What did you get? Then I'll explain what does it mean. So Manan has got 28. No, I don't know. I want the score. Like my score is 69. On the top, you'll get this 4.3. I'm getting 4.3. Yes, so Manan has 40. V. Kumar is 19. And others? So there is a question on YouTube. Seema Purohit is asking how to explain gap between careers, like gap due to relocation. And also, these are the questions that I answer in some other webinar, which will take specially on the interview sessions and all. But in personal branding, there is the question is not relevant. So Fariha says, I've just created an account, haven't worked on it. Right. So your score may be 0, for example. That's fine. You have to start. No problem with that. Great. So now how to read this score and what does it mean? Okay. So my score is 69, which is not that good. I used to be in the 80s earlier. But since last 2-3 months, I'm not that much active before launching this personal branding thing. So in another 3 months, it will again go up to 80s. Now on the right hand side, you will see the reasoning. There are 4 components to your score. The first one, where my score is 16, is establish your professional brand. So if you click on that question mark, it will show you what it means. So complete your profile with the customer in mind. So it has come down because I'm changing my brand, So earlier my LinkedIn was focused on CA coaching. Now I'm shifting from there to personal brand building. Now in personal brand building, I have not posted a lot of content. So therefore, this figure has come down. It will increase in another 3 to 4 months. So I have to be consistent there, put a lot of posts about personal branding. I have to establish myself as a career coach now, rather than a CA coach. Once that is done, then this figure will go up. Second is find the right people in your particular industry. So this is about the connections that you make on LinkedIn. How you send the connection requests, how many people accept your connections. Okay. Each one has 25 marks, you can say. So total is 100. Third is engage with insights. So how you engage on others' posts, how you reply to their posts, how you comment on them, how other people come and comment on your posts. So that is the engagement factor. Okay. And the last is build relationships. So in building relationships, I have got 25 out of 25. That's good. Okay. So a lot of good people are connected with me on LinkedIn, and that's why the score is 25. But I have to work on these 3, the first 3 ones, which I'll do and get my score up. So what this says is that in my particular industry, that is the career coaching industry, I am in top 4% people on LinkedIn. So 4% means I'm in the top 4% bracket. And in my network, the people who are connected with me, I'm in the top 3%. So this is very important. The more the score, I mean, the percentage should be less. I should be in top 1%. Okay, so that's the goal. And as this score, currently it is 69. So as it will go up, like it will go into 80s and 90s, then obviously I will come in top 1% in both the industry and in my own network. And that's the goal. And that's the goal for you as well. Okay. So keep checking your social selling index every 15 days. But for that, you have to first keep posting. You have to keep engaging people. So now you realize what all things you have to do. You have to engage with people. It's not just about posting things. It is also about engaging with other people's posts. You have to comment on them. You have to share them and give your good comments, interesting comments, so that other people come and like your comments as well on those posts. Establish your professional brand. Engage with insights and build relationships. So the more you use LinkedIn, so spend 20 minutes on LinkedIn, 10 minutes on content preparation, and keep posting. So as I said, tactics is simple. You have to keep more engaged on LinkedIn. Don't just keep liking things. Comment also. And your comment should be interesting. And now I'll give you one trick. Okay, insider trick. When you read the comments or you read the posts, and for that you follow your clientele. So first you define that these are the 15 people whom I'll follow on LinkedIn daily, day in and out. So you go and check their posts, copy their post. If you don't understand what they've written, copy their post, take it to ChatGPT as a prompt and say, how do I put a remark on this? Create a remark or an answer to this post, and ChatGPT will help you get that, answer. Yes, I'm genius. So people are using this. People are using, ChatGPT to do everything. So it's not just for writing your essays in the examination, in your homework, but also on LinkedIn. So copy that post, put it in ChatGPT, and ask ChatGPT to answer, to create an answer to this post or comment. It will give you a comment, tweak it, add a little bit of your style into it, and then go and post it back. And then you'll get good answers. Okay. So there are a lot of things to learn. There are a lot of things. So use your LinkedIn. Fine. Any other question anyone has on LinkedIn? So I'll show you the some important things as well. Let's see here. Like this is my channel on LinkedIn. And now the next thing you go is find Farooq Haq. So Manan has already sent me the link invitation. Very good. So I was going to tell that only. So send me the invitation to connect. And I'll connect you right now. I'll again show you my profile so you come on the right. Anyways, there is only one Farooq Haq on LinkedIn, so you don't find like the whole list of Farooq Haqs. But you can see this image. Then you are on the right profile. Okay, so once you are here, you can go and follow me and send in connection link. So I've got a lot of people in my connection. Once you are connected with me, then it will show up to the other people that there are common connections. So they'll accept you much faster. So I'll accept Manan. And if you're not online right now, you can send me later on as well. Okay. And then I can connect you. Now I'll give you the brief in 2 minutes and then we'll end the session today. So let me go to my profile. So as you can see, two very important things that you have to keep track of is your photographs. So first is your profile picture, this one, and your cover photo. So on your cover image, you should focus on your niche. What is your niche? What is the thing that you do? Okay, how you can help people. That is your niche area. So that you have to do it. And how do you make your cover image? Go to Canva. So that is what I just told you now. So go to Canva. It has a free tool also. You can create and then download it. And then you just post it here. Okay, Canva. Canva is there, and then there are many other tools as well. Adobe is also there. But Canva gives you free content as well. So use Canva. Then below your name, there is this statement. This is your headline. This is also very important. So your headline should speak again about the main thing that you do, about your niche. Okay. Very crucial. Then below that, you can see some tags. So you can set your tags as well, which is relevant to your industry. So the tags should be relevant to your industry. And below that, you will find providing services. Of course, if you're new to LinkedIn, you may not get this feature. This is creator mode. But as you grow, then you will get this. Then out of all the posts that you make, you can keep posting now and then. Out of that, you can select some and keep them in your featured category so that somebody visits your page, he'll find these posts at the first place so that they can check. Then there'll be activities, which includes your posts, your comments, the kind of comments that you have made on other people's posts, the videos that you might have shared, the images that you have shared, the articles that you have written, the newsletters, the events that you have created in the past or your future events and other things. So all these things you can keep doing, and then keep it very selective and restrict it to your niche. That's the key. So that people who follow you on regular basis, they know that what kind of content you are going to put. That's very crucial. And we'll take another session altogether, a different session on LinkedIn optimization. It will be a 2-hour session. So we'll go much deeper into LinkedIn and see what all things you can do. And we'll see a lot of other people as well. We'll study a lot of people who are very famous on LinkedIn and how they have built their LinkedIn profiles. In the experience section, you mention about all your experience, all the things that you have done in the past. Education, you have to highlight your educational degrees, your certifications. And you also mention your skills. So even if suppose you are not into industry right now, you don't have experience, you're a student, but in skill section, you can mention all your skills. And LinkedIn also gives you skill tests, skill assessments. So you can take those assessments as well. And then your score will come in the form of a badge. So you can have those skill badges. And very important thing is recommendations. So ask people to give you recommendation. So probably ask your seniors, but first make a rapport with them. So first you comment on their posts and then they comment on your posts. And when you have a good rapport, then you ask for their recommendations. Or if you go and, work somewhere in some industry, and even if you do internships for 1 month, 2 months in a particular place, and you know that the person with whom you are doing the internship is a very famous person, at the time you leave that organization, ask them for a recommendation. And you also give recommendation to the known people. So those are the simple things which you can start right now. And then, of course, as we grow, there are a lot of other things that you can do. Yes, so Shana and Weber have sent me the request, so I'll accept it right now. I don't know, there's some internet issue. Yes. Great. So those are the things which are very crucial on LinkedIn. So I would say as students, you should start with LinkedIn for now. And then as you grow, you can start other channels as well. And I'll be sharing a lot of these things in our community. Lot of good activities and learning modules. So you can join our community. You can sign up on talentplace.ai as well. So you can scan it in talentplace.ai. You can do anytime and create your account and join our WhatsApp community. So you can scan this QR code on the right hand side of your screen. And this is a special WhatsApp community that I'm creating for brand building. So in this, I'll share a lot of information and even the activities in time to come. As the channel grows, we'll have subgroups, common interest groups, and we'll have a lot of interactions, and we'll do a lot of things to build our super brands. And as you guys are the early members of that community, you will get more advantage. Great. So have you scanned it? Shall I move forward? Unable to scan? No problem. I'll send you a request on your WhatsApp. Tomorrow morning, I'll send a request so you can join from there. Okay. So the last point is, of course, if you like this workshop and you got some value addition out of it, it was an introductory session. We'll have, as I told you, once you join this community, we'll have a lot of learnings, a lot of videos I'll share, a lot of live videos we'll do over time. And the intention is simple: to build your super brands. I want to help 1 lakh or 1 million people to do it along with me. And another advantage of being in the community will be, another tip I'll give you, that when you'll post something on LinkedIn, it's very difficult for a single person to build a brand alone. Who will come and like your post? Because in the initial days, you will not even have any, the connects. So who is going to come and like your post? Very difficult. But as a community, what we'll do is we'll like each other's posts, we'll like the content as well as share the content, as well as contribute to it. So we'll have interactions and contributions in terms of comments and other things on each other's posts. So together, 100, 200, 300 people, it will become very easy to grow, at least in the initial phase. So therefore, it's important to join the group and spread the word. Bring your friends also into this group. That's very crucial. So it's difficult to do it alone, but it's much easier to do it together. So the workshops that I've started are going to happen every week on Zoom. So you can pass on the information and pass on the same Google link, the Google form link that you had received, to which you registered. So you can pass it on to your friends and they can also register in the further sessions that I'm going to take. And if you are into any college or, group, and if you want me to conduct this workshop for that group, we can do that as well, or the college. So you can share this information with your, the teachers or the college principals and all, and then I can conduct a special workshop for that college. So lastly, the feedback is there. So you can write in the chat bot. How did you like today's session? And did it add any value to you right now? And of course, it is the value addition right now is in the form of a seed. You'll have to make it grow and become a tree in time to come. So now it's open to questions. So if you have any questions for me, you can put it in the chat box. Yes, who has any question? Do you have any question? Thanks for the feedback. And this is just the beginning. I have much more to give. Lot of things. But of course, it will take time. Everything cannot be given in 2 hours. It's a long journey, but very exciting one. Not at all a tedious one. It's a very exciting journey. And as you will see, the real advantage will come after 3 to 4 to 6 months. Because the first 6 months is establishment stage. Then when you will start getting, the results of your personal brand. Like I said, Miss Rana Day, she's like earning in millions right now, just because of her brand. And there are so many others. And I want to see you amongst them in next 6 months. So I'll share the PDF as well as the template. So I'm making the template as well, the Google Sheet, which will then you have to enter the data and your plan will be ready. So once that is ready, I'll share that as well with all of you guys. So with that, let's close today's workshop. Yes, V. Kumar has a question. My strengths are audit and accounting with accuracy. Passion is systems development and automation. Go for the systems development and automation, Kumar. Because auditing and accounting, is going to be taken over by the AI. So after maybe 3 years, the CAs will not be doing accounting and auditing anymore. It will all be automated. So systems is the key. It is going to continue in the future. So go for that. I don't know about industry opportunity. There are lots of industries with huge opportunities. So you can go in the finance industry as well, or you can go for any other industry like drone technologies coming in, sustainability, as I told you, green technologies are there. So go in for that kind of companies. Okay. Because accounting is something which is relevant for every industry. You have to choose. You can go for banks. Banks will always be good. Or you can go and try these new industries which are out there. Defense industries are opening up. So they have huge, future. Defense technology, space technology is opening up. So that has a great future. So try those new kind of industries. Yes. So do I need an IT degree? Not at all. Now, see, even the CA Institute has started the courses on data analytics and artificial intelligence. Join those courses. Our institute itself is launching those courses. And then there are many other institutions which take those courses. Even, IIMs and IITs. IIT Mumbai, IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, they have got these courses, small courses, 3 months, 6 month courses on different technologies. So you can take those courses as well, but they'll be costlier. CA Institute course will be much cheaper for you. But it has a good reputation as well. Any other question? Great. So you can keep asking the questions even in the WhatsApp group. So I'll share the WhatsApp group link with you guys tomorrow. You can join that and have a good day or a good night. See you all in the next session. Thanks. Have a great day.